Okay, collective love and light. Whoever I'm speaking to, you need to really understand you are an alchemist, okay? Um, I see in the cards here that you got a lot going on, and we're going to get to that in just a few moments. Because, yeah, like you deserve to have that crown straight, that's for sure. Um, but before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you for those that actually clicked on the video, support the channel. You're amazing. Thank you. I literally have the best collective, hands down. Nobody can tell me any differently. And just a friendly reminder, I really do love you guys, okay? So there's that. Personal readings are still currently open. So if you've been wanting to reach out and see about that, what that experience, and I really have to craft it that way, collective, because it really is an experience, at least for me doing my part of it, okay? And there's potentially hours of what my part may entail going into that. And then, of course, if you're booking a full session, I mean, you're going to get at least that amount of time for your actual private link video that you can watch at your own leisure as many times as you want. Okay. So if that's something that, you've been meaning to do, friendly reminder, the window is still open. It may close fairly soon. Okay. I'm taking it day by day here. And, but I'm mindful that the moment that it really is the case that I really wouldn't be able to keep up with the demand, as it were, I will unfortunately have to close that window. Of course, temporarily, but I mean, I never really know what that means. All right, so there's that. Check the description box, you guys, for those that have been wanting to maybe tip or donate for some of the free messages even, okay? The information on how to do those things is in there, as well as some other tidbits of info that you may actually care about, all right? So fuck around and find out, would ya? All right, check it out. All right, let's get into your message. So this alchemist, okay? 234 in the timer. Oh, I love that for you. You are progressing forward, honey bun, so fear not, okay? Everything has its rightful place, yes, but also everything is falling into its rightful place, all right? I get it. There's a lot of falling, a lot of crumbling, maybe even with this major transitional phase that you find yourselves in. And again, I'm saying it plural because I'm speaking to more than one alchemist with this general collective message, okay? We've got Archangel Metatron coming through with the message I'm going to get to in just a moment. There could be also some significance to having employment specifically within a bar, okay? Whether you are, perhaps like the owner or if you are employed there. There could be some significance to red roses. And someone here also very well could be attached to a cubicle when they are in their place of employment. All right, so take the energy, tag words, and all of that jazz as it resonates. All right. Now, this alchemist is being guided to, it's kind of like, okay, so now you're in this new earth energy, all right, with this progression, what you're going to have to do to maintain it all. And by it all, I really kind of mean this forward momentum that's kind of expected of you at this point of the path. You're going to need to get a bit organized, okay? And so we're talking literally in the physical, the physicality, right? But also mentally. So be mindful of that as well. Passwords comes to mind. Like, have you updated your password book? Don't find yourselves in one of those traps where you put all your eggs, irregardless of what the eggs may be, in one basket. Okay, so have the password notebook perchance, right? But also that digital backup. Okay, because having both of those formats of a backup system might be far more assistive in the end, and you wouldn't want to find out the hard way that lesson, right? So take that lesson or those tag words, the energy as it resonates for you. You may have something different going on here, right? But you maybe could plug in some similar, mindset here about whatever you got going on. Okay. So take the energy as it resonates here. I do see somebody in the weeks ahead. Okay. You could have blue eyes, or this person. You could make a friend. All right. Or meet someone special. Could even be like a destiny helper. Could even lead to more than friendship. Doesn't have to be. But you could be considering yourselves to be a leader of sorts. You could be really likened to that of a feminist. Doesn't have to be the case. You could literally be a feminine leader of sorts. All right. You are courageous. You are powerful. Okay. You are intuitive. So you have the tool belt filled with all of the necessities in order to get these jobs, or this job, this assignment, this transitional phase, completed. All right. And successful completion. You could be in the few weeks ahead heading out to a sporting event of sorts as well. All right, I do see that coming out. Or maybe you're guided to do this, because I do see this energy of play coming out with this baby that's literally suspended on a cloud in the sky, playing with a rainbow. That's interesting. Oh, so whoever this alchemist is, it's almost like your homework here is to focus on balancing out your, I don't want to say awareness, I want to say operation of the energies of that of your like now self, right? The adult self, and that of your inner child. I'm hearing fragmented inner child. This inner child depiction is playing with a fragment of a rainbow, so that does make sense, low-key. This could be some significance to the chakra system as well, this rainbow, or you could be of the LGBTQ plus community. Doesn't have to be the case, right? Or this friend of a friend could be of the LGBTQ plus community, and you may be, meeting up with them at some sporting event. But the overarching advice here, collective alchemist, okay, is to, irregardless of what energy you're operating out of, whether it's your, quote unquote normal self, and I have to say it that way because what the hell is normal anyway, right? Or your inner child version of self, right? You've got to operate out of this expression of authenticity. And there might be some strength about doing this task. And again, the task is just really to just own your shit, right? Own who you are, perhaps, okay? This self-expression coming out on this dancer card. Could be a dancer, which you could also be being called by your guides, especially of the ancestor realm, as it were, to dance a bit, to shake up a bit, to shake off that dust, right? Perhaps, especially in that transitional phase, you guys, shake the dust from thy feet. That's for sure, okay? Because where you're going, that dust has no place. You feel me? Yeah, so you are an empowered individual, whether you are a feminine leader or not. And you are quite knowledgeable. You are quite intuitive. So, again, now's not the time to try to like challenge yourself in those areas, because they're pretty sturdy foundationally, unless you believe otherwise, unless you change that story internally, right? And then kind of like fuck your shit up, you know what I mean? Metatron's here talking about he would like to invite you to relax, allow him and the other angels to do what they do, what they can do, what they'd like to do for you regarding your life, whether it be in love, career, or just in totality, right? The reason you're finding yourselves a bit overwhelmed here is because you're in this self-sabotage energy. This is what Metatron's kind of spilling the tea about with this card here. I'm trying to streamline it, collective, because we're almost at 10 minutes already, right? Metatron's really kind of giving you a hardcore friendly reminder, like a nudge. It's kind of giving a swift kick in the pants, but you know, a nudge, right? That you need to engage this life better, be more in the present, and be more grateful in your present. Yes, but there's more to it. Metatron saying, you know, if you would just kind of call upon me, you'd get through this faster, right? And not in the sense of like, Metatron's not saying like, hey, I'm going to wipe your ass for you kind of thing. Like, you have your own shit to do about this, right? It's not that. It's just that you're trying to do too much, or you're expecting yourself to come up in the quote unquote unworthy line. If you were to kind of like stand in the gap between where your faith may be failing and the angelic realm assistance that you damn sure deserve, but maybe aren't receiving because of the self-sabotagery, right? There's something referable to your self-expression that if you'd be honest about it, even it may tell you we don't properly value ourselves. Maybe some of you are avoiding self-expression because you're trying to hide that truth about yourself. And I'm here to tell you that the reason why, if you're resonating with this, that you're looking to hide that truth is because, in fact, that is not a truth. That is a lie, a bold-faced one, if I might add. All right. So don't believe the hype, right? There's something about intuition coming out in 11:33 on the timer, because you're taking hits referable to your faith where you need not. You're giving your power away when you worry, when you maybe question the wrong thing, and never question the elephant in the room kind of thing, right? Right. So now that you know better, do better, okay? Metatron's not here to like beat you up about this, but it's like, dude, let that shit go. Let that person go. Those people, right? Let the abuse go. Okay. It's kind of reminding me of that tattoo, like, let them, or like that phrase, let them, right? Because right now you need to just continue to focus on self. This is do or die time kind of thing, right? Not in the sense of like even suicide. It's not that, but just in the sense of like, you know, are you going to complete the task of freeing yourself from the matrix? Yes or no? And it's like, the thing about even trying to answer that is you really can't answer a question like that, especially that question, rightfully and properly and in the most informed and enlightened manner without knowing who you are. And a telltale sign of a telltale sign of not knowing who you are is not trusting in your intuition, not believing in your own capabilities, not even identifying your strengths about yourself, right? Right. So it's like Metatron saying like, I'm not here to like kick your ass about this, but you kind of literally need to kind of like step up to the plate here for yourself, even for your higher self's sake, right? Your higher self basically is the next in line 2.0 version of yourself, if that makes sense to say, right? So you don't want to self-sabotage that, right? Because to do so, it could create like a whole ripple effect. And that's where there's like this like disgruntled energy coming through from Metatron. Not that he's like pissed. It's just that this is serious, right? And that is not the first time I've had to deliver a message like that. So that tells me that there's also low-key disgruntled energy because somebody's not listening. Now, why would that be? Like, when this is perhaps life or death. You could have some significance to the energy of the queen, all right? You could call yourself the queen, right? Or other people reference you as the queen. That's also coming through the cards. You could also be into like plant life, all right? So like botany comes to mind, okay? You could till the ground with your hands quite nicely and create, fruits of the earth kind of thing, right? Gardening also comes to mind, so that's coming through. And right now, you are in a situationship. Again, I really need to more aptly state this is a transitional phase. You could have red or blonde hair. All right, those were the stronger hair color energies pulled from one of my trusty oracles. And gosh, I don't recall the name at the moment, so forgive me, okay? Um, but also low-key all kinds of hair colors came out, like even quote-unquote multiple hair colors. So take that with a grain of salt, all right? If you're sitting there going, oh no, everything was resonating 1,010% until we got to this hair shit. You know, it's fine, right? Okay, general collective message. Not every ingredient in the pie is yours. Make sense? Okay. But there is this kind of like history about you for some, pulling from these collective energies, right? Where you could in fact be a twin flame, all right? You don't have to be, but you definitely are coming out as spiritual wealthy, and that means that um, you've got your wits about you spiritually. You're not wet behind the ears, okay? You've studied, shown yourself approved, approved multiple times in multiple ways, right? Even in maybe perhaps multiple different types of social circles or even spiritual or cultural beliefs circles, if that makes sense to say. Um, and this is because whoever you are, alchemist, right? You know, you had a special course, a special track, right? Like this is like perhaps how you would say AP English or, you know, just honorary lit or some shit. You know what I mean? Like this is, again, upper echelon, elite source energy, all right, of the collective energies. Makes sense. You are the alchemists of the flock, right? Right. So there's a few reasonings behind some of the like crappy history, if I'm being honest, right? It's just it is what it is, right? It's very purposeful though, because you needed specific training, which meant you needed specific triggers, which means you signed up for this specific fuck shit, if you can believe that. And some of you are going, well, wait a minute, because I've got a family full of karmics. I've had narcissists as authority figures left and right, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And it's giving, yeah, I know. You signed up for that, honey bun. Okay. Now, this is not playing the blame game. This is gaining clarity so that we don't lose our shit quite as often, perhaps, and or quite as severely, perhaps. Right? Right. Okay. Now, for those that resonate with this aspect of the general collective message, okay, really what the cards are saying here, from what I can glean, is that as you stay the course and kind of don't give up and trust throughout this transitional phase, which really kind of feels like you're literally like unaliving yourself, even perhaps some of you at the behest of your own hands, right? Your own doing. It's kind of giving like that Saw franchise. It's like, okay, the key to your highest vibrational timeline is located inside of the center of your heart chakra. You must open it to find the key, you know, and it's like, oh my God, not the heart chakra, like the root I could open up and shake real fast and make, you know, make that make sense real quick. But the heart chakra where I gotta feel and be vulnerable, what the fuck? Of course the key's in that one, right? And it's like, well, I mean, what's the problem? You just open it right up, you heal a little bit after doing some of the work, you get the keys. And this is what this is giving, right? I know. But see, the thing is, honey bun, like on top of the alchemist coming out here, I've got the mystic card. You're special, all right? Again, elite, upper echelon, top tier, source, divinity, okay? Many of you have shamanistic paths, whether you're aware of it or not. Take heart, though. This ain't your first rodeo. You're on these courses and timelines because this is basically what you're coded for. This is what you do. This is who you are. Alchemist, mystic, dancer, right? You know, botanist. I mean, these are telltale signs of previous incarnations. And I say that almost tongue in cheek because really, the more you deep dig, okay, away from surface level about any one thing in this life, okay, which is far more spiritual than meets the eye, you realize the connectivity is such that everything's happening all at once, everywhere. Just like that movie on Netflix that I always lovingly term as the Bagel Movie because I can never really remember the actual freaking title name. It's a lot, guys, all right? So pop it in the comment section if you got it on the tip of your tongue and you know how to say all of it all at once, all right? But those that know, okay? Um, I've also got this Assassin card coming out with the Muse. I inspire and I am inspired. Ruthlessness, conviction, okay? Again, you are a walking divine example of shit like divine timing, divine miracles, divine turnarounds, right? In the 11th hour of the 11th hour, even, right? Yeah, I get that. Okay. So a lot of eyes on whoever this is, this alchemist, this botanist, this dancer, this muse, this mystic. All right. You're being guided to actually out of this hermit energy and into, I almost said into the fire. That's so funny. Whoever I'm talking to, you are quite reserved, but it's like now, currently, in the current energies, a little bit low key to your detriment. And so the divine's like, you've got to alchemize that, balance it out. All right. And you're able to do that. And how might you do that? Through self expression. Well, how are you going to express yourself? By utilizing your strength, maybe even your faith flexed muscles, right? By being ruthless and sticking to your conviction to bring in the legacy wealth that is due and owing to an earth angel like yourself, to God, right? All money belongs to God. And therefore, because it exists for you, collective. See how that works? All right. But know that even if you are sitting there going, yeah, right, nobody's even looking my way to be inspired, right? Please understand that you're not seeing with the naked eye all of the legions of angels that surround you even now as you listen to the sound of my voice. You're not able to see with the naked eye all of the divine cosmic realm support and assistance that you have. For some, depending on who all you are, the ET assistants, okay? So there's a lot going on here besides meat suits, all right? So if you're looking to the left and to the right of you and you're like, I can't find a meat suit for a 17-mile radius, I still need you to know that you're inspiring a multitude. Do you understand now? You're very special, right? There is something that you're blueprinted with, maybe perhaps a message with the communicator card coming out, indicating words of power. Clarifying and pairing quite nicely, I might add, with the diviner card pulled from the Citadel Oracle. There's that divine timing and evaluation. Yes, we also have the Catalyst card coming out with the teacher. Could be some significance to Jupiter or Mercury energy, okay? Take the energy as it resonates. You are very knowledgeable. You are very smart intellectually, logically, yes, but also spiritually. And I do see you are spiritually wealthy coming out, okay? But the overarching message, and this kind of like ties in with Metatron's-ish, is that you need to be accepting of the help and guidance that's looking to meet you now. All right. It's like you've got legions of angels swirling around you, right? But they're suspended, they're stagnant, they're halted from being able to assist with any more greater specificity. And I gather the reason why this message is coming through is because that exact extreme specificity, they are more than capable of assisting you with, as well as you're more than deserving of receiving the assistance. But you've got to do your part by what? Accepting the help. All right. This also makes me think of like that scripture that's basically something to the effect of like, be mindful who you are engaging with or interacting with, because it dead ass could be an angel sent to assist you in some way, shape, or form. I literally encountered one the other day. I won't get into it because I'm guided not to. But the long and the short of it was I received a message about something that I had been pondering about and asking the divine with specificity, please give me an answer on this, because I don't want to make, I'm not really one to like purposefully sign up for dummy games, because I damn sure hate them dummy prizes, bruh. Like dead ass every time, I promise. Okay, I don't like stupidity, and so dummy prizes, yeah, no, that's not on my menu. I don't want them as an option, right? I don't know what that tangent was about, but the energy is changing. You got to be mindful not to be so quick to push away the earth angel energies that surround you, either now or in the coming weeks and months. All right. It's like maybe in the past you were guided just the same by the divine to not accept help. But there's something with the energy, like I just said, the energy changed. It's like this is a new season. This is new earth energy. Yes, but it's also giving like a new season within this new earth, right? Again, you're the alchemist. It makes sense that the energy about you and around you, dare I say within you, is ever in this ebb and flow process, ultimately ever changing. Makes sense? You're a catalyst, so energies shouldn't stagnate around you. They must not, okay? You might even teach others how to do that, all right? How to grow their own souls so that they too can alchemize the energy. If that's you, I just want to say thank you for that, because I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do wholeheartedly understand the magnitude of that work, as well as the blessings and rewards that are attached to it. For you, yes, as well as the collective energies, even most importantly. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Okay, if that's you. All right. Now you could be single. You could be on the other side of a divorce. Um, some of you are married. Some of you are getting ready to be married, whether you have awareness of that or not. This could be with somebody who is fairly tall. You could be getting synchronicities, specifically angel number guidance about this person, this connection. This person could in fact be your twin flame. For those that have kids and you're wondering, like, irregardless of whether or not this is your person, like actually like a twin flame or not, but you were wondering, okay, well, I have kids, how would this work? Would they even be open to trying this with me because of that, etc., etc.? They're open. They're also open to making some, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, though, for most of you, your person, they don't have kids, okay? Now, that's not for everybody, but this was the overarching energy, was that this person was, and it's giving a masculine energy, okay? That's the best I can give you at the moment. Could be some significance to K2, the crystal as well. Or robin's eggs, or a blue dress, or the color blue. But this person doesn't have kids, was the strongest energy coming out for the pile, but that they were open to your kids, if that's you, right? And kind of, right, that they were open to like actually giving you one, or you giving them one, depending on how that works, okay? And again, this overarching friendly reminder to let go, surrender unto the present, right? And not in the sense of like yield to it, succumb to it to the point where the present crushes you, because I feel like if that's you, if you're in that energy, you're not grounded, honey, because how are you going to be grounded in that calm, baseline, peaceful energy, but yet the sky is crumbling onto you and you're yielding to it such that you are self-sabotaging the whole path? No, 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 no. We can't have that, right? Again, you're too learned as well. And with this assassin card coming out, even with the diviner, you've got too much to do. You're inspiring, you are communicating, you are sharing, you are assisting others to grow, and to assist and share of themselves. Yeah, you're a catalyst. Radical changes taking control. You could be in the entertainment industry, or that could be a goal of yours to be an actual entertainer. This could be where this communication energy comes in with this words having power, as well as the teacher. You could have a platform, right, where you teach. Maybe you do also entertain, right? That's pretty cool. And there's catalytic energy attached to that too. So, you know, you could be getting more subscribers if that's you, right? In the next months ensuing, because this is fated to come in for you again. This alchemist collective, okay, you know, collective, hello, hey, hi, I'm talking to all of you now. You're on the great side of karma. And so, what's going on is you you're being delivered from hell, honey, right? Like you're in the miry clay, right? And then next thing you know, it's like this catalytic moment for you, because is good person, is divine angel, is karma walking, is hired by the divine to most likely give messages, yes, but also to empower and inspire others, other earth angels. See how important you are. Like there's no way that you're going to be like left dead in the water, completely SOL, if the divine has anything to do with it. And chills on this, the divine is all over it and has everything to do with it. So you need not worry, okay? Fear not, because that's going to actually allow for what you don't want to experience, in spite of the things that you can't control about your path, to actually come in. And they don't want that for you. Your higher soul don't want that for you. And hell, I don't want that for you, okay? Definitely stay grounded, okay? If you are finding yourselves extremely emotional at this time, I need you to be aware of that, okay? Because most likely what's going on is it's not even all your energy, if at all. It could very well also be your energy, because right now there's a lot of pruning going on, pricking and prodding, right? And so it's giving the whole like hamster wheel effect that can kind of ensue on your spiritual journey, if I'm being honest. Not that I'm word cursing anyone. But, you know, it's like you do so much work in one area, right? Referable to shadow work comes to mind, right? And it's like, okay, no, we're totally fine. Like we've even done exposure therapy about some of this, you know, these abandonment issues, et cetera, et cetera. And then the wind blew the complete opposite direction and you just weren't ready. All of a sudden you get triggered and you feel like you're back at square one with the healing process. And it can feel quite maddening, because again, you have done a lot of work. And if that's you too, I need you to still keep going, because really those signs and symptoms are telltale signs of how you're slaying those demons, how you are in fact progressing with that 2, 3, 4 energy, progression energy, forward momentum energy. All right. Feelings can lie, guys. So be mindful of that as well. Right. So for instance, you know, maybe you thought your next door neighbor hated you because they always put the trash can in like a certain area of your shared lawn, or you feel like they're sending a message. Come to find out, months down the line, you're sharing a glass of wine together over a dinner party or at a cookout, etc. Right? Take the energy as it resonates, and you find out just by happenstance even that really there's a drainage issue in that corner of the lot. And so they find out that it's best for them, and maybe even all involved, so as not to cause even further flooding, that the trash bin go a little bit over on you know, over that property line, if you will, right? And it's not that they were looking to send any kind of message, right? So maybe you have to do a little bit of introspection still to kind of ready yourself to be in the right and proper trajectory for some of these next leveling blessings looking for you even now, right? And it's interesting because as I say that, I'm looking at this box, and I was kind of like checked out because I'm channeling, right? And then all of a sudden I just hyper focus on it, and I realize what I'm channeling, and it's like, duh, I wanted to hit this oracle up. So bear with me really quick, collective. This is the letting go deck. We've got living through problems and accepting change and practicing gratitude and taking risks. It's like I don't need the fucking cards. That's crazy. Living through problems. It says, today I will go on living my life and tending to my routines. I will decide as often as I need to stop obsessing about whatever is bothering me. If I don't feel like letting go of something, I will act as if I've let go of it until my feelings match my behavior. Oh, that's pretty sound advice. Accepting change. Today I will be open to the process of change. I will trust my higher power and believe that the place where I'll be dropped off is better than the place where I was picked up. I know that change is necessary to take me wherever I need to go. So again, heavy transitional phase, right? Practicing gratitude coming out for the win, of course, as well. Today I will practice gratitude. I will get in the habit of saying thank you, even for my, quote, problems, end quote, in my life, because these challenges are valuable lessons I can learn from. And exactly that's why you're here, right? Right. Gratitude is the key that turns problems into blessings and the unexpected into gifts. I love that. And of course, lastly, but certainly not least, the taking risks card from the language of letting go. Today, I will ask God to help me begin to take healthy risks. I will ask for assistance in letting go of my fear of failure and success. See, because that can block it too, collective, right? Be honest with yourselves, because it would behoove you well. I mean, my God, why would you sit there and go, yeah, no, deadass, I'm totally just going to mask over this, band-aid over the fact that I'm fearing success, when you're literally making an agreement with yourself to delay your blessings by doing that. It's very important to feel the feelings, guys. It's very important to stare the demons in their face. Get it over with, why don't you? So that you can free yourselves and live, right? Right. I will ask for help in fully living my life so that I can start experiencing all the wonderful parts of my journey. Exactly. There's that overarching energy of like, you, collective, whoever's resonating with this, honey bun, not to beat you up or nothing, but you've got to do your part. You've got to ask, and then you've got to be in the receptive energy. So there's that balancing task of yin and yang, right? Masculine and feminine, as well as dark and light, right? So stay the course, because you damn sure got this. I'm excited for you, and I really hope you do take the advice so that you can catch the break you deserve without the breakdown. You know what I mean? Love and light.